Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-August 2021 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. Hi, cross watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Taurus and cross watchers that energy is fluid, so this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright, let's get this reading started, Taurus. I'm going to use my sound bowl to clear the energy, to help tune into the energy. If you have headphones on, I highly suggest just turning the volume down a little bit. I don't want your ears to get hurt. So let's go ahead and get this started. Awesome. All right. So Taurus, for this reading, I'm tuning into an energy that is in or around your energetic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you at this time, whether you're together or apart, single or taken, or if you know about it or not. Let's go ahead and see who's coming through for your reading and why they're coming through for my beautiful Taurians for the month of August. Ooh. Okay, so we have engagement here. So it says, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Beautiful. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have forgiving and learning. Okay, so I'll get the tarot out. I'm not feeling this is exactly someone from your past. There's a couple things I'm feeling from this forgiving and learning. So for someone who you feel like you've been in it for a long time with, you've had feelings for, there has been some sort of space within them that wasn't truly open yet, wasn't open to a part of the connection between the two of you, wasn't ready for some plan to take place. You know, in some sort of way there was divine timing here for someone to heal something within themselves in order to be at their greatest alignment with you, Taurus. And I feel for some of you, if in the recent past in this connection you felt like someone had a guard up, if someone wasn't budging, if someone wasn't giving, I feel that there's been a lot that they've been learning about themselves through this connection with you. And I feel that there has been some sort of conversation, honest conversation about why that hasn't been able to transpire the way you wanted this to transpire, why they haven't been able to open up. But I felt in the recent past you had a very healing conversation with this person. And because of that conversation, it's gotten it on track to having something be fulfilled here, to engage more. Both of you can see this having strong potential here. But I think this is even going to the next level. For some of you, there could be a possible proposal that you've been thinking about proposing to someone, or they've been thinking about proposing to you. But just in general, this is definitely going to escalate. If things have hit a plateau, if things have kind of hit a stall, it's about to be released. I felt there was some sort of blockage that was preventing you guys from fully engaging with one another, coming into union with one another, or just taking this to the level where it should go or should be right now that it hasn't. Interesting. So let's go ahead and pull the tarot and see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to see how this person feels about you right now. What do they think about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you? I'm seeing the letters E and F. Those letters may mean something to you. First, middle, last, initial in some sort of way. Okay. The Star. Beautiful. Aquarius energy. Man, they have hope in this. They have faith in this. They feel they found something very special with you here. You are unlike anything they've ever experienced, anyone they've ever had a connection with the Star card. Let's get more cards out. Whoo! Yeah. Interesting. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. This is the waiting I was talking about. This was the needing to take things out of their own perception and get into an uncomfortable place so they can see things in a different way, a different view. Maybe when you guys met, you weren't expecting to have this connection. Like maybe you weren't exactly each other's type in some way, or, you know, at first it felt like a friendship type of bond between the two of you, but it's just gotten stronger and stronger by then. But I'm also feeling like meeting you meeting them in some sort of way was unexpected. That's what I kind of get from this. But someone really has taken the time maybe to evaluate what their priorities are, what they want, what they feel best with. And this comes out of even past the box of security, stability. This comes into the realm of what emotionally, spiritually, I feel connected with Taurus in some sort of way. And I have the confidence to say, Taurus, with all the cards here, I don't even feel like they were ready to have this be as deep as it turned out to be. Where you two met, clearly, with the Queen of Wands, it started off maybe in just a very attractive, let's see where this goes. I'm just here to have fun. We're here to experience each other. But it's grown into something so much deeper than that. And I feel with this person before they met you, connections, vulnerability, they kept everything a bit surface level. I feel that, you know, maybe in some sort of aspect it was more about finding a husband, finding a wife, finding someone that they could have, you know, more of like a financial or superficial type of connection with than going deeper into what spiritually enlightens them, makes them feel awakened, makes them feel alive. Up until you, they've been in connections that felt very surface level, or maybe this is how you feel, Taurus, right? And then you guys met each other and boom, it's taking them out of something far, how do I say this? Meeting you has made them have a whole new perspective on love, where it's not just about finding that right person to have these societal expectations of getting married, having kids, getting a house, just not solely for that. It's more about finding that partner that makes you feel the best about yourself, about love, and you have that spiritual connection with them. I'm seeing someone that wears workout clothes quite often. Leggings, tennis shoes, tank top, jacket zipped up, hair high, like high up in some sort of way, or just workout clothes is what someone feels most comfortable in. Maybe you do work out, maybe someone is into fitness. I'm also hearing yoga as well, or just starting to get into yoga. But man, Taurus, you've taken them into this whole new perspective of what they're ready for in love, what they can now look forward to in love that they didn't experience before. And now they're ready to take it there. They weren't before, I see that. But now they are. So let's go ahead and get this started. How they feel about you is the Star. Aquarius energy. They feel that they've finally understand what love is. They could have been married before, they could have been in relationships before, but not until now do they really understand that love is something far past just a partnership. It's deeper than that. And in some sort of way, again, with forgiving and learning, with the Star card, having this with you has healed something within them that they never thought they could let go of, that they could never change. Maybe it's their vulnerability. Maybe it's their emotional availability, their expression of love. But this connection is making them believe in something again. Or believe in something they never thought was possible before, between the two of you. Like, I'm seeing two people on a balcony under a night sky. I don't know if you went out there to just talk, just the two of you, separating yourself from whatever was going on, or maybe someone has a deck or a balcony at their home. But you guys shared something special at this scene I'm seeing in my mind's eye. But more importantly, they view you as being the star in their life. Someone that has inspired them. Not only to, be in love, but to even change. Something about this connection, Taurus, has changed them profoundly for the best. And it's through your patience, it's through your effort, it's through your dedication. Ultimately through your love and your light that has changed this person. And it doesn't even stop at a soul level, right? Because what they think about you is the Queen of Wands, Aries energy. You're magnetic, you're attractive, you look forward to experiencing life. You never just want to sit around and let life go by. And that doesn't mean you're not a homebody, but it just means you make the best out of every minute of every day. Just being around you makes them feel alive. You're very attractive. My goodness. The first time they saw you, they were like, damn, who is that? I need to get to know them. I need to get their number. Or if it was on a profile, add friend, message immediately, It's just, there's this strong sexual magnetic attraction about you, Taurus. The Queen of Wands has been popping up for a few readings. But what this is how they think about you. They fantasize about all that they can do with you, all that you've already done together in the bedroom, but they even think of you as just being so alive, so free. What they like the most about you is the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. You put in the work, you put in the effort. You are someone who is dedicated. When you feel with all your heart. You are a bit selective with who you date, with who you spend your time with. That Virgo energy is coming through, but even if you don't have Virgo in your chart, and that's why when you find the right person, you know there's some value in it. You really are someone who likes to help, who offers, if someone can't get somewhere because they don't have a ride, like, oh, I'll come pick you up. But they see the dedication and effort on your end. And even for some of you where you sense there is, like, I feel you guys are very spiritual anyway, and there's something about this person you sense that it was worth waiting, worth to have the patience with, but worth kind of working through whatever was still unhealed within someone, right? You're a hard worker. You're ambitious. You're determined. You make your own money is what I'm hearing in some sort of way. You could own your own business. Even if you're in a corporation, you don't stop till you're at the top. And you're good at what you do. You're talented. You're skilled in something that you do for your income. They find it really impressive. Someone has multiple cups of coffee a day is what I'm picking up on as well. Or someone could live by a Starbucks or a coffee shop is what I'm hearing too. What they don't like about you, Temperance. Interesting. Sagittarius energy. Could also be Libra energy that I feel with this card as well. For some of you, it got to a point where you almost lost your patience. The patience you held for so long, it was starting to tear away a bit. You were done waiting. You were done, up until a certain conversation that you recently had, you were really thinking if this was even worth waiting for or right with. Up to a certain point, I mean, like I said, you guys were pretty dedicated in giving, but it comes to a limit, right? But others of you, if that's not so much the case, what I feel with this Temperance card is that especially with the Queen of Wands, there's some sort of element to you guys that can be dramatic, can be out there. Sometimes they're a bit shy, sometimes they're a bit more reserved. And when they don't want to go out and, have their whole day planned out with certain tasks, they feel that sometimes you would just rather go out without them than stay home with them. I don't know who that's for. It's not for everyone. But I definitely want to clarify this Temperance card. Why is Temperance here for what they don't like about Taurus? King of Swords. Okay, so for someone, I just have to be honest, and this could be them too, right, Taurus? Because this is energy we're talking about. But it's like, I'm feeling passive aggression that someone doesn't like in this. When it comes to certain topics, it's not fully discussed, it's avoided. And maybe certain things aren't talked about because someone doesn't want to rock the boat. Someone doesn't want to start a conversation or a fight, but it's what is needed to be talked about in order to get to the next level of commitment. But I'm definitely feeling with communication, there is passive aggression that someone doesn't like. And someone could be very sensitive too with the Princess of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So instead of, for someone here, instead of fully talking about their feelings or what's making them upset, they kind of get a little silent, a little sulky, and that frustrates someone. Because I want to resolve this, I want to work this out. You not talking about it is just making everything more difficult than it has to be for someone. What they like about this connection is the Devil card. Capricorn energy. So, clearly no one likes the fact that anything would be toxic, right? But I feel with this Devil card, first of all, the sexual energy and chemistry between the two of you is binding. It's insane. It's nothing that they've had with anyone else. I feel even behind closed doors, there's some sort of freaky things that could go on that you've only tried out with them or they've only tried out with you. Just saying. A strong sexual attraction, definitely. But in some sort of way too, with this Devil card being here, what they like the most about the connection, again, Taurus, there's something about this where they had to face their shadow selves. They had to face the shadow that was preventing this from flourishing and growing. And they wouldn't have faced it if they haven't had this connection with you. But in order to be with you, they knew they had to uncover something. They had to work on something. Someone could have had concerning behaviors, addictive behaviors, perhaps, that kind of bothered someone, that didn't mend well with someone. And they wanted to work on that and fix that. But it's being highlighted here that the shadow was shown to them through this connection with you. And so often through soulmate connections, which can be with not just lovers, it could be with friends, family members, whoever, they show us a side of ourselves that hasn't been awakened, that hasn't been healed, but is meant to evolve us. And that's what you did for them with this Devil card here, I feel. Or this could simply just mean the sex between the two of you. And if you haven't yet, Just the messages you've already exchanged. You tease each other is kind of what I'm getting. Just letting them know that when it goes down, they better be prepared because it's going to be the time of their life. They're already expecting that and knowing that to some degree. But what they don't like about the connection, 4 of Wands, Aries energy. So through this process of being patient, of healing, of this person working on themselves, of you wanting to work on this, there has been some sort of thought of, what if we're not compatible? Or a fear that someone thinks now after all this waiting, all this time, that it's just not going to work. That this partnership can't be solidified, cemented. But this is a fear. Others of you, you know, it's not at the partnership you want it to be. You expect it to be. Again, and it has to do with the timing of how long this has taken thus far. I'm hearing something about a soccer jersey. This is so random. Someone could play like sports, be good at sport, play on a team in high school or college, but like still go, you know, play with their friends on the weekends. I don't know. That's just coming through for someone here. Or someone wears someone's sports jersey all the time. Someone who's obviously on a famous, well-known sports team. But anyway, past that. Yeah, it's not where someone hopes and wants it to be. And because of this, it's crossed someone's mind. Is this going to work? Are we even compatible? Or am I holding on to something that isn't ever going to get to a 4 of Wands place? And even Taurus, to some degree, you may feel like they're not, or for a while, it has been you putting in the work, being patient, wanting this partnership. And up until now, you've just seen this person just sidestepping, not being vulnerable. But honestly, it's because they're healing a lot. I don't know who needs to hear that. Highest hopes is the Chariot. Cancer energy. I also feel Sagittarius energy with this card. Moving forward. Just breaking all barriers, breaking all walls. Using the shadow and the light. Being divinely guided and protected. And knowing this and just executing it. Moving forward fearlessly. You want to see this from them. I feel for a lot of you. And others of you, this is them finally feeling ready to do so. They have plans. And now it's just executing it. Now it's just placing it, moving it, putting it in action. Moving forward past this plateau that you guys have found yourselves in. But deepest fear, interesting, the Lovers. Again, I gotta be honest and say that there is some sort of degree here of someone just not understanding what real love was until they met you. And this is still all new to them in some way, honestly. And with the Lovers, if they did wait too long, if they didn't act in Taurus, you eventually just gave up, move on. And once Taurus makes up their mind, it is very hard to change it, as you Taurians know. Did they lose out on having a partnership with the person they were always meant to be with? A soulmate? Just because their fears got in the way? Just because of their own insecurity of taking this to the level they know it can go? But the Lovers in the deepest fears is they're afraid of the feelings for you. How real this is. How raw this is. And not just that. The fear is losing you. The person that has changed them so much, that has made them elevate their, and has even expanded their heart chakra, their mind. If they missed out on it, a missed chance, a missed opportunity. That's their biggest fear, with being with the person that they truly love the most out of anyone they've ever had. To see the likely outcome, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, I will pull a card from this deck here. And I'm going to ask Spirit if there's anything else you need to know about this person, about what they haven't told you, about what they think about this. Okay, we have feeling depressed. So depression could have been something that someone has been dealing with or had to go through. And there could be pain from that. And I'm also feeling, Taurus, if you have in any way pulled back some energy, pulled back some, you know, the productive side, the understanding, the caring, the patient side of you, if all of a sudden you've kind of lost that, it's making them feel really sad, really afraid. But again, like, this could even be outside of you, and this is what someone has gone through. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have infidelity. Now, what I feel with this, because I don't really see as so many negative cards here. In fact, it's relatively positive. A couple things, like this person before pursuing these relationships that felt so surface level, because it never went so deep, they may have experienced infidelity. And that's why, you know, maybe they had this stance of love is not so deep as, you know, people portray it to be, as stories say, like, what? That's not even, you know, at the end of the day, people are in for themselves. And that's the idea they've carried with this. There could be a fear now that if you have lost interest, are you on to someone else? But more so, yeah, I feel there's a slight chance that someone was, you know, cheating, but that's a minority of you in this here. With forgiving and learning in that, sure. And if someone has cheated on you, of course I wouldn't recommend going back or anything like that. But this really feels something from a past. Again, it's at the bottom of the deck. Background. And maybe there's huge trust issues around this, Taurus, that you were trying to be patient with. But how much longer can you wait? And maybe it's gotten to a point, Taurus, where you feel maybe nothing's ever going to come from this. And that's what's making someone feel sad and upset. What more can I do to show you? I already feel I've done everything I can. So where is this going to end up? Where are we going to leave this? What do you want this? And if you do, show it, please, so I can get the message that you're ready for us to finally have this partnership. To see the likely outcome, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me there, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well to add to this likely outcome, to dive deeper into this connection and anything else you need to know about this for your highest and greatest good. But if this is where we depart, Taurus, I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way and has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.